Hi, my name is Rachel, and this is my Storywall 3 homework. To do the question one, I first located the boot and GRMNET libraries to support the modeling and the crowd validations. And for the real data, I perform the systematic features engineering, and I write a PCT to number codes function to remove the percentage size and convert health response rate, and also this kind of the booking rate into the numerical values, not only the text. And I also create a count and manatees functions using range to count manatees. And for the result, I select 37 predictors and plot the response variables, just like the price per room, and focus all characters variables into the factors, and strictly using the yeah a.omat here it is to drop the missing values. This step was very important because GRM and GRMMAT all require a completely designed matrix. Otherwise, inconsistent sample delocations across models could introduce biases. After processing, the full model's dataset contains 6,979 observations. For the question two, I supply the data into the training and the test set. Um, Also, I mainly aligned factors leveled in the test with those in the training set to provide errors during the predictions. And I flagged two Gaussian models. First one is the Gaussian identity link. It is standard linear regressions. And finally, I got the training RMSE equals 66.14 and the test RMSE equals 65.7. And the other Gaussian model is the Gaussian log link functions models. And I use the log link to ensure the positive predictions and identity for the price data. And finally, I got the training RMSE equals 64.5 and the text RMSE equals 65.34. And the results show that the log link models outperformed the identity link models on both trainings and the test set, and indicating the long transformation better capture the price distribution patterns. And for the question three, to check if the result was stable, I run 10 tenfold cross validations using the CVGLM with the different random set. And thirdly, I get the seed for 123 and identify I got the identity models is 67.05, and for the log models there is 66.97. And I have another seed that is a seed of 999. These are huge numbers, and I get the identity models is 67.14 and the log model is 66.99. Sorry, there's a lot of number need to write, so sometimes I just make some mistakes. So just please write the word I write. And finally, I got no matter which stage was I used, the log link models consistently had lower CV RMSE than identity link. This confirms that perform difference are not due to the random change from one split, and the results are robust. Based on the training RMSE, test RMSE, and also the CV RMSE, there are lots of models. And I chose the Gaussian log link GLM as my benchmark models. Well, the improvement were modest and it considered the delivery rate the higher across these and makes more sense the statistics since price must be non-negative. And this for question five. To further up the best performance and control complexities, I use GLMNET to fit range regressions and Lawson regressions. And finally, I get the ridge regression, the minimum CV RMSE equals 67.38, and the Lawson's regression, the minimum cross validation RMSE equals 67.1. Lawson has slightly better generation errors, since for to the error one petity shrinking unimportant variables coefficient exactly to zeros. Inabilities feature the selections. Range regressions only shrinks coefficient but can't set them fully to zero. And I checked the coefficiently splatly in Lawson across different penalty levels. And at the minimum CVMSE, nine coefficient was shrunk to zero. It is melted automatically and drop nine non-informative variables. And the second one is the simplest models, which one standard errors, there is 46 coefficient become zero. Getting 46 zero makes sense. The models matrix expands the kind of variables like the number, the neighborhood, cleanings, and into many domain variables. Based on the cross-validation result, Lawson was selected as optimal regressionist models with the test RMSE of 65.65 on independent test set. Compared with the baseline log GRMs is 65.34. Lawson lost just a tiny bit of accuracy, but gained a much simpler structures by the feature selections. These are summary tables. Overall, both Rage and the Lawson was useful here, but there's two real values lighting, and we have to pay attention. Firstly, is the Lawson remove non-irrelevant variables and make the model cleaner and more interruptibles. It is very important for the real world deployment. And the second one is regression. Regressionists help to reduce the risks, just like and improve the stabilities. Even though the difference between the 65.65 was the 65.34 is really tiny different in practice, but the Lawson strengths an excellent balance between the prediction accuracies and also the model easy ones.